I'm very blessed, and I recognize it. The two senior positions that I had in Montreal and in Lawrence here succeeded very beloved and long tenured rabbis. Rabbi Steinmetz was in Montreal for 19 years. But there, he had been gone for a full year before I got there. It took the shul a whole year to go through the search and for me to come and move. So by the time I got there, the seat was cold, and they were yearning, chalishing for the next Rav. So even though I was succeeding a very popular and beloved Rav, I was blessed to come into a situation where it was already like, okay, we got to move forward. And in Montreal, in Lawrence, the seat was warm. He literally retired, and I came the next week. But what I had was a Rav who had been there for 34 years and was ready to retire. He was ready. He was done. And the shul as a whole had the same feeling of, this was amazing. You've given us 34 years of your life. You've been there for us. We love you. And you're ready to retire. And so we're ready for you to retire. So that's a blessing. It is a blessing that as a Rav to come into an environment and know that everybody's ready to move forward. Rabbi Hain literally was the epitome of the perfect Rabbi Emeritus of like, here are the keys. When can you get here? He was like just ready to hand it off. I could not get him to speak. He was like, I'm done. He would be around a lot, just wanted to sit and schmooze with the people, was not interested in any decisions. Like, he's like, I would ask him things. He's like, why are you asking me? Like, this is your shul now. Like, it was like, that was a blessing. And as far as his big shoes, I have a similar blessing. Like, we're very, very different. You know, he was a YU guy. I was coming from Ner Yisrael, and I literally roomed with his son. We were roommates in high school with his son Shmuel. So it wasn't like we were colleagues. We're not colleagues. He's a mentor. He's like of the generation of those who I would ask questions to. So we were such an obvious, like, new generation in so many ways that I would literally say many times, his shoes are so big, literally and figuratively. He was like so much bigger than I am physically. And at the end of his career, he was a rabbi's rabbi. I was like, I'm not even trying. It is, and this is just new. And we would say it out loud, like, we're not even trying. It's, we're starting afresh. I'm just going to build on the legacy. He left me an amazing shul in an amazing place. I also had the blessing of coming out of COVID. When you combine a Rav who was finishing 34 years and COVID, so everything had sort of gone dormant. Just COVID, it had slowed down. So it was like the shul was like coming out of, it was like a springtime. It was like, it was new, it was different. And he was so happy to have somebody new there. It was like frictionless on every level. I knew Rabbi Hain from before, as I mentioned. I called him the first time I got a call about the shul. I called him right away. And like my first question to him was like, okay, tell me the truth. Shmuel, his son, is now a Rav in North Riverdale. I was like, is Shmuel interested in this position? Because if he's interested, I'm not going anywhere now. He's like, Shmuel will not come back to this community in 1,000 years. He's not interested. And so we speak regularly. We did. And we played at different strengths, and so there really wasn't. It's a blessing. It's a true blessing that I can only wish upon every new Rav who's beginning and succeeding a successful Rav before him, because it was as smooth can be.